Hello, everyone. Today is Friday, September 7th, 2007. Now, welcome back to the first series of installments of movie reviews that I'll be putting on YouTube. So anyway, today we're going to review Miss Potter, Bridge to Terabithia, Shooter, Hot Fuzz, The Contract, and Disturbia. I didn't want this to be too involved, mostly because I'm trying to try this out for the first time, see what's going to go down. But anyway, I've been thinking about doing this for a while because a bunch of customers at Blockbuster, they all told me that, you should do radio or something. But I guess this is what I came up with instead. So I'm not going to do too many crazy movies that I feel fairly confident about right now, and not too many crazy things. Anyway, keep in mind that I work at a video store, so half the time you will not see movie reviews here that are from the movie theater. They will pretty much be movies that are going to be on DVD. Next, I get free movies, so you might see an old movie every once in a while, maybe fairly often, but anyway. And then also, my target audience is not necessarily everybody, because I know there are you hardcore movie watchers that won't really get anything from this, because you've probably already seen the movies that I'll be reviewing, and you're going to have your own opinion, so it doesn't really matter too much. And then if you're an independent film freak, or if you're a film student, or some other type of film-watching person that's not your typical Hollywood movie-going watcher, then I'd probably say you might not agree with all of my reviews. But anyway, so just so you know, take my reviews with a grain of salt, and, we can agree to disagree. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. So anyway, let's start with Miss Potter. Alright, now the thing about Miss Potter is, it's a comedy drama, and it's based on the true life story of Beatrix Potter. And for those of you guys who don't know, it's the woman who wrote all the Peter Rabbit books. So here's the interesting take on it. Miss Potter stars Renee Zellweger, and she's, Beatrix Potter. And what ends up happening is it doesn't focus much on the life of Beatrix Potter writing her Peter Rabbit books. It does mention it because it was such an important part of her life and how she made all of her money. But it's more about how she was the single woman in a society where every woman was expected to marry. So the movie itself, I think, has a good spectrum for a wide audience, for older people as well. But it is rated PG, so kids can watch it. But I won't doubt it. I think that a lot of kids might be bored out of their mind with this movie. So it's PG, it's good, I recommend it. But if you're going to be watching it with little kids, be ready. They might fall asleep or start to get rambunctious. I don't know. Anyway, and that's that. But, I'd watched that movie a couple months ago, so trying to get back in the groove, trying to get back to where I was, keep on updating all the new stuff. Anyway, if you're looking for an alternative kids movie, there are a bunch of them out right now. I just can't recall what they are. They could watch Bridge to Terabithia, because as we all know, a lot of the younger kids, usually in middle school, they tend to read they read the book Bridge to Terabithia, which had a recent reincarnation as a movie. And here's the thing, a lot of people, I noticed, they thought that this movie was a fantasy movie. Now, if you saw any of the ads or the cover, you'll think, oh, hey, it's a fantasy movie, let's go watch it, blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not. It's actually just about the life of this kid who's, down and out. He has some trouble with his life. I mean, his parents are poor, not, down and out poor. But anyway, what ends up happening is he's a social outcast at school. But this new neighbor moves in next door, and they befriend each other, and they have little, fantasy adventures. So that's the fantasy part that comes in. But really, less than 20% of the movie is a fantasy movie. Anyway, so with that, Bridge to Terabithia, I liked it a lot, but it's very true to the book. So for those of you who have read the book or know how it ends, don't spoil it for everybody else. But just telling you that it is very unconventional. It is very dramatic. If I had to call this movie something besides a family movie, it's a family drama. Because there's not much comedy, there's not much action going on. There's nothing really there, just the drama aspect. It's good. I thought it was very well done. And if you like the book, you'll probably like the movie. I think this was pretty well done compared to the book. I'd read the book years ago, so I totally forget. I Don't even ask. But anyway, Bridge to Terabithia. I recommend it. Rated PG as well. I'm not sure if it's for everybody, but I liked it. Next, we have Shooter. Now, this was one of my favorite action movies when it first came out. I didn't see it in the theater. I kind of wanted to, but I couldn't because I didn't have a chance. Now, Shooter. It stars Mark Wahlberg, and he's a sniper. At the beginning of the movie, you see him on a mission with one of his partners, and all of a sudden, whatever the command center that he's involved in, they abandon him, like, radio-wise, so it's just him and his partner, but then his partner gets shot down, so he's left by himself to leave wherever they are. I think they're in the Middle East, sorry. Please excuse me. Anyway, cut to the future. He owns a cabin in the middle of nowhere on a mountainside next to a forest, and somebody comes to recruit him for this mission. And anyway, what ensues now? I won't really give it away, because I think it's a very important story thing that comes as a surprise when you first see it. I mean, for those of you who are seasoned movie watchers, you'll probably be able to predict it anyway, so it's not like it's a huge deal. But we're going to take it like that, and when you watch the movie, it starts out with... when you watch the action sequences, it starts out with everybody chasing Mark Wahlberg because he's wanted by a couple of factions, and because of this deception that happens. But if you like movies like Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, or like Transporter 1 and 2, or like Crank, I think you'll definitely enjoy Shooter. So I definitely recommend Shooter. You should definitely watch Shooter. And let's see. I expected to go on a lot of tangents because, I'd have ideas as going through movies. But right now, trying things out, I have this list of movies in front of me. There's really nothing else I can think about to talk about. So we're just going to go through the movies. And how about this? I do a lot of things on my live journal. So if you have any comments, questions, I'll post the link from the YouTube video. From the live journal link to the YouTube video. And I usually respond to live journal things because I'm kind of afraid of the YouTube community. It's kind of big. So, anyway, we'll see what comes of that. But if you guys have any suggestions, comments, questions, feel free to send them in. I'll try my best to get to them. So, I don't have all the time in the world. You can't watch all the movies. Some people believe, I work at a video store. I've been working at Blockbuster for like 6 years now. But sometimes some people believe I've watched all the movies. It's like impossible because in a store that size, the amount of time it would take to watch all of those movies would be like anywhere from like 3 to 5 years. But like that's continuously watching, no breaks, no going to the bathroom, no sleeping, just watching movies back to back, 24/7. And there's no way. So I have to pick and choose. Anyway,